Welcome to Early Bird Picker. My name is Rafa.
And I'm Rafa's mom.
We're both pickers and I'm a reseller, and I sell everything that we pick on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and Amazon. This is a special episode of Early Bird Picker. I recently just hit 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Since I hit 100 subscribers, I thought it'd be really fun to do a giveaway. I'm giving away this box of just a few reseller supplies that's new, and then I thought it'd be really fun to go through my death pile that is behind me, all these shelves. In the video from last week, I let you comment and pick out what prize that you'd want to win from my death pile, and so we're going to get right to it and pick the winner now. We're actually going to pick 3 winners. How it's going to go is I'm going to use a random comment picker website, and the first winner is going to get this box plus whatever they chose from my death pile. We're going to pick 2 more winners, and I'm hoping that whoever else wins commented with something different that they wanted to win. And so if that happens, then everybody gets what they want. And if somebody comments the same thing, that's a second or a third winner, we'll contact each other, and you can either win something else from my death pile, or I'll send you a mystery surprise. Okay, so I'm gonna pick 3 different comment winners. Okay, so if you're one of the 3 winners, what you need to do in order to claim your prize is find me on Instagram, Early Bird Picker, send me a private message about where you want your item shipped, and you need to do that by Wednesday, January 13th, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, because we're in Oklahoma. That's really about it. Let's go find the winners.
Let's do it.
So we are using this website, Comment Picker, commentpicker.com. We're going to copy the URL from the Death Pile Prize giveaway YouTube. Paste it into here. Welcome to a very special edition of Early Bird Picker. My name. All right. So now let's hit start. So we're drawing for the first winner, who's going to get the box of brand new reseller supplies plus their first pick of my death pile. Here we go. Oh, we have to hit get you to. Okay, so there's 20 commenters. Okay, here we go. Best of luck. All right, the first winner is Rebecca Oliver. What a great giveaway idea. Early Bird Picker Special. That Nikon camera would be really nice. I could use that. And I'd love to try the Bose Media Center. So much to choose from. Thanks. Awesome. All right, Rebecca Oliver, thank you so much for commenting. And I'll go pick your item. All right, my mom's a pretty good record keeper. So we're writing the first winner, Rebecca Oliver, and she chose the Bose. Pretty sure it's a DVD player. Like I said, it's basically untested, so you let me know what it is. And the Nikon camera, let me go grab those.
Oops, I put Sony.
There's only one camera, so it has to be this one. Got it stowed away back here. These were at the very end of the video, so that means I know that you watched it and the whole thing. Thank you. All right, so here is the camera that she won. It is a Nikon S99, Coolpix S9900. And I do know that it's working because it was mine. All right, so we're doing an Early Bird Picker Special Pick 2 item on that. The second item that she picked was the Bose DVD player. There's a weird light in here. Let me grab the DVD player. It's right here in our living room. And this charger, or this power supply, comes with Rebecca. At the very least, I know that this has powered on the unit, and so if the DVD player ends up not working, this thing has value of its own. Hopefully you can get some money out of that. All right, and here is the other stuff that she won. She got a couple IKEA bags that are awesome for just taking your shipments to the post office, some fun poly bags, and then a really useful box resizer. Hopefully you don't already have one. We are drawing for the second winner. Hopefully it's a different pick from the death pile so they get what they want. The winner is May Flips, I think. If I'm saying that wrong, let me know. And let's see, congrats on 100 subs. Next is 1,000. I love the Mickey D cups. Also really want that box resizer. Unfortunately, box resizer's already gone, but we can definitely send the Mickey D cup. Let's go grab them. see them right here. Here are the glasses that she was talking about. These are limited edition. I still can't remember the year on them. We've got Grimace, Mary McCheese.
It's cold out here in the nest tonight.
Another Mary McCheese. And Big Mac. Thank you both so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And we're picking the third winner. So we're drawing for the third winner. Let's hope that it's still something different than the other two. The third winner is... So the third winner said congratulations, but unfortunately didn't say what she wanted, and the rules said you had to say what you wanted. So thank you so much for the congratulations. We're going to move on to another winner that said what item they chose. It picked My Flips again. All right, since she's already been chosen, we'll pick again. Again, another comment without saying what they wanted. We will pick again. This is unreal. Here we go again. All right, Leanne Nolan.
Leanne.
She wants a Pyrex loaf pan. I know Leanne, and she collects Pyrex, so this is perfect for her. All right, that's so cool. Let's go grab that one. It's right here. Leanne was actually my English teacher. What grade was I in?
Oh, 9th, I believe.
And her daughter is my best friend, Mallory. And so that's cool that she won. Leanne is a collector of Pyrex. I'm guessing she's probably an expert in it by now. I'm sure she could teach me a whole lot of what to look for. But she said that she wanted this, and I'm hoping that she can add it to her collection or flip it herself if she wants. Okay, so here are 3 winners: Rebecca Oliver, My Flips, and Leanne Nolan. And so don't forget to send me a message on Instagram, Early Bird Picker, by Wednesday, January 13th, 5 p.m. Central Time, and let me know where to ship your items, basically. So thanks again so much for your support. I hope you guys had fun with this one. I was trying to think of something else to add on to the end of this video that just might be something interesting, just different than I normally do. So I recently redid my garage. I've always worked out of my garage for my reselling, but I recently just spent a lot of time really organizing it to the best of my ability. It's probably as organized as it's ever going to be. It's still not perfect. You'll see some stuff out of place. Since I'm Early Bird Picker, I call this place the Nest, and I'm really fortunate to have such a large space dedicated to reselling to work out of. I know a lot of people are working in much smaller, confined areas, and so I'm really happy with the space that I have. The only thing about the garage is it is not air conditioned or heated, and so it can get pretty extreme in Oklahoma. We definitely can get over 100 degrees in the summer, and today, like, I'm pretty sure it's in the low 30s, and so it gets pretty cold too. But that's okay. I just kind of deal with it as it comes. So I'll just give you a really brief tour of the nest. You guys already saw my death pile area, and I'll just show you, like, point out a couple things. I'll probably show you the boxes that I use the most that for my reselling, and then maybe a few reseller tools. Maybe you don't have those in your supply and you want to add them to your toolbox, and I'll show you the ones that I use the most. So here's a look at my garage, like facing inward. You guys can see, probably have noticed in my videos, I really like a well-lit space. I'm definitely not doing the lighting for the benefit of the camera. I have no idea what looks good as far as lighting goes on the camera. I just like to work in a really well-lit space, so I've got light everywhere. Okay, so toward the right side as you're facing in the garage, this is my unlisted inventory on this side over here, and then when something gets listed, it goes more toward the left side of the garage, and that's just the basic flow of how everything works, and that's how I try to keep it organized. I've really only recently got it organized that way. For a long time I had listed stuff on my unlisted side, and it was just a big mess, but I recently got it sorted out and I'm really happy with it. This wall of shelving here is basically my unlisted inventory for the most part. The top shelf, there's some like house remodel stuff, and I'll show you the other stuff on the end, but for the most part this is all unlisted stuff. You can see the stuff here on the floor. This is stuff that I have freshly picked. Normally my goal is as soon as I pick something and bring it into the garage and it's unlisted, to get it merged into the shelving so it's just nice and tidy. But since I'm doing the giveaway, I didn't want to mix up this stuff with the stuff that's being up for grabs for the giveaway, and so I just left it right there for right now. I really like this shelf up here. It says save for a better season. That's basically just stuff that I find that would sell better in a better season. So there's an Easter bunny up there, there's like a life jacket, it's gonna sell better in the winter time. And then I have some blank media that I'm saving if I ever find like a video cassette recorder or something like that, so I could pair it with it. Let's see, my unlisted inventory kind of has spread over into here. It hasn't always been here, so just some more buckets of stuff. This is a box of stuff that I recently just cleaned out of the garage. Tools that were mine, and I'm going to figure out how to lot those together and sell them, or just give some away. Some of them aren't that valuable, but I'm figuring it out. As far as the top of this shelf goes, these are pretty much box storage, and so the boxes that I use the very most that are stored here is this really long one up top. It is a 48 by 6 by 6 box, great for shipping like golf clubs or just, you know, things basically that shape. I don't like frankenboxing boxes together, and so I just spend the money and I just try to sell golf clubs that are more expensive, so it pays for the box. Okay, the next one that I use a lot is this one right here. This is, they just call it the large mailing box, USPS. I believe the dimensions are 12 by 12 by 8. That's great. I send a lot of like glassware and like boots in that box. The one that I probably use the most, I have both here and over here. It is the USPS Shoe Box. I sell a ton of shoes, and it's perfect for selling shoes that don't have their own box. And then probably the next most common one are these padded flat rate envelopes right here, and so I just have stacks of those. I've got other ones, but none that I use near as much. The blow mold is NFS. Got this flag up. This is not for sale either. It's my favorite band, OAR, and that flag is really hard to find. It's in poor condition. I tried to find a new one, and it's impossible, so I just rehung that one. I use that box pretty often. It's a USPM mailing tube. It's actually in the shape of like a triangle, and it's great for baseball bats and things kind of more along that line. Those boxes up here are 30 by 12 by 4. In the summertime, a lot of times I sell tennis rackets. If it's a more expensive tennis racket, I'll put it in one of those. Or Guitar Heroes fit really well in those too, if you don't like frankenboxing boxes together. This is how I have my bubble wrap held, this size at least, just on like a bungee cord. And I'm about to be up to my eyeballs in bubble wrap because I just got this order. I just ordered too much because I thought some wasn't going to get shipped at all, and so coming this week I'm going to have more bubble wrap than I can manage. I have no idea where I'm going to put it. These are boxes that I collect from just whatever, or like Amazon orders. I don't break them down because I just like to see what size they are, and I just stack them up as best as possible right there. This is basically my office area right here, and so on this side over here, almost everything that I used to have listed went primarily on those shelves, but now that I have the office space set up, I'm putting like a lot of things on display. I thought I was going to be standing over here more often, but I'm not as much as I thought I was going to be. But so some of this stuff is not for sale either. It's just stuff that I either collecting or I just like, but it's also mixed in with plenty of stuff that is for sale too. Back here where it's really hard to reach, that I used to do a ton of woodworking. That's all like some garage tools and whatnot, just storage like that. I've got Christmas storage down here. This is my favorite station wagon beer can like cooler. That is definitely an NFS item. I'm keeping that. I sell a lot of shoes, and so I have 4 bins of listed shoes. Here are 2 right here. This blue one, you can see it goes really pretty far back. It's a really big bin. And then I have 2 more bins of listed shoes right here. I don't really have that many eBay listings. I mean, I have a lot, but it's not near as much as many people. I'm just getting close to 300, and I'm really realizing that it might be time to start putting inventory systems in place, like by putting what bin is something is in, and so that I just don't have to spend so much time searching for it. So I'm working on that. You'll see whenever I go to pull my items, I'm not always sure where everything is, and so I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to start doing that or not. In my head at the time, I always think I'm just going to remember where I put it, but that's just simply not the case. These drawer shelves right here I got from Michael's. I got those at an incredible deal. They were supposed to be like over $100, and they had mismarked them at $12, and so I got each for like $12 a piece, and I love them. And I put a lot of reselling stuff in here, but the biggest thing that I use would be this drawer. So I use this tool. It is a heat gun. You can see it came from Part-Time Pickers. And this is great if you're trying to remove labels. I find that I always have to use one of these Scotty peelers with it. And so that's how you get off labels without, you know, leaving so much residue or leaving the tape behind. And then I haven't actually used this yet, but I bought it because I heard Cincinnati Picker say he uses it. He recommended this like 7-inch TV that's super portable to test VCRs and gaming consoles. I'm really bad about buying VCRs and in the past gaming consoles and just taking forever to test them, so I thought if I had this, it'd make it easier. And I'm still waiting on using it, so I'll let you know how it goes. I bought this used on eBay for like 70 bucks. I think they're like $300 new. I did test it to make sure it's working, and it is. I'm pretty happy about this Apple computer that I got. I got this computer for 50 bucks at a garage sale, and it works perfectly. It's definitely an older model, but I couldn't believe what good deal. And at the same garage sale, I got this clicky like gaming keyboard and this gaming mouse, and I think they were both, I probably could have gotten a lot if I had sold them, but I just really like them for my computer, so I use those. For Christmas, my mom just got me this Rollo printer, and I absolutely love it. It prints out labels so much faster. I was just using an ink printer, so I'm really happy about this. It's definitely a good investment if you're wanting to start printing your labels in bulk and a lot faster. This is my primary listing space. I really like just having something flat on the floor. Got the white paper. I order that from Amazon, and it just makes for a really good backdrop setup. And I've got my ring light right there for my products, and then I have a second ring light right there, which I'll talk about in a minute. This is primarily where I keep other listed items, and I've got several bins of clothing. I'm recently gotten into clothing. I kind of limit how much clothing I pick up to resell based on how my storage is going, because I just really don't want to find anywhere else to have to store it, and so that's kind of the determining factor on that. Got books that I've got listed here. I do a lot of pre-packing of items if it's like a big item or breakable, or just different reasons, and so some of those items up there are listed and they're pre-boxed. This is primarily a bin of like bag type items. I found that was good. These drawers, these bottom two are pretty much just like poly bags, and then in this one I have a lot of stuff that's listed for sale that's just smaller items, and I just throw it in there. This used to be the primary station where I would do my packing and shipping, but now I cleared off my table saw because I'm just not doing woodworking, and I really like doing my packing and shipping from the table saw area. I really love doing packing and shipping of my items. I have no idea why, but I recently, just like a couple of days ago, maybe even just yesterday, decided I was going to start making videos that are just packing and shipping. I know it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Most people would be bored by it, but there might be a few people that would either benefit, like learn something if they're a newer reseller, or for whatever reason, they just like packing and shipping too. And so that's why the ring light is set up right there. And it's simply so I can just film all of my packing and shipping. There's other benefits to that too. It could be that maybe an eBay buyer makes a claim about something that you sent them, and so I basically film everything I'm shipping out now, and I show it to the camera so you can see what condition it's in, and then it goes into the package. So there's some other benefits there too. Here's the other tools that I use a lot. I use these Clorox that was a good noise. I use these Clorox wipes a lot. I sell a ton of shoes, and I find that especially for getting like dirt or grunge off of like the white midsole of a shoe, this works really, really well. I really like this tool. I got this one from Lonnie at like Garage Flips or Shed Flips, and what I like most about it is the serrated end right here when you're trying to resize a box. This is really good for making your crease. I, of course, have my shipping scale. There's the one that I use. This is a box with other tools. I have these shoe forms that are really good for when you're wanting a kind of to fill out the shape of a shoe so it looks better in photos. I absolutely love these scissors. These are called Heritage scissors, and they are carpet shears, and they work perfect for cutting just about anything. These, I think when I bought them, were $40 or $50. They're not cheap. I use this tool a lot, and in the giveaway, I'm giving one away. I'm not sure if it's this exact same brand, but I'm sure it works really similar. This is a box resizer, so hopefully if you win, you use it and enjoy it as much as I do. One more tool that I was going to add that I use all the time, it is Goo Gone and these magic erasers. I pretty often find things to resell that have Sharpie on them, which I used to think that Sharpie was permanent, but it is definitely not. Goo Gone will take off Sharpie off of most items. A pro flip tip for you though, do not try and use Goo Gone to remove Sharpie from a leather baseball bat. It does not work. It leaves a horrible stain. Alright, so that's basically the tour of the early bird picker nest. Hope you enjoyed it and just kind of seeing the space that I work out of. I'm really happy here. It's kind of nice when you have a workspace that works really well for you and you enjoy working there. So I'm really happy in my workspace, and I wish I could spend more time here, honestly. Once again, I just want to thank you guys for watching and supporting my channel. It really means so much to me. I work a full-time job and I basically do full-time flipping. When I count up the number of hours I do flipping, it's probably a full-time job. And so making the YouTube videos, I really enjoy doing it, but it does take a lot of time. And so your viewership means so much because it encourages me to keep making the videos, and it's helpful to know that it's helping somebody, or maybe you just enjoy watching another reseller. But every time you guys leave a comment, it means so much to me, and thank you again for your support. And while you're here, hit the like and subscribe and tell a friend.